The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Discretion is advised.
Let's get right into it. I want to start by apologizing for Heidi's appearance. She apparently has been cleaning the house and wants people to know about it. So let's talk about this disheveled, schlubby, disgusting appearance you brought to the show today.
I was sick for like 2.5 days, like really like in bed. But here's the thing.
I thought you didn't get sick.
I usually don't. This is why it's a rarity. No, I mean I really was like
I know.
Fever like
you are the sickest person that I've ever known.
No, I show up to work.
I didn't say you don't show up.
I called out to work. And they said no.
That's fucked.
And I had to go in with a fever.
But just because you don't call out doesn't mean you're not perpetually sick.
I think I have aches and pains. That's what it is.
You're ill.
No, I'm not. I'm not though. Like, there's so many other people. There's so many other people that have like, I don't do that. I just have aches and pains.
Okay, all right,
constantly.
all right.
And a little aneurysm. That's.
Yeah. So what's up with you? What's up with that?
I have a pain. That's. Advil's not working. It's crazy. It's just a muscle pain, I think.
I feel like you have a similar thing that I got going on. It's like a very top of the shoulders up into the skull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I learned I don't know how to pronounce it, but the bottom of the skull, what's it called? It starts with an O.
Occiput?
Yes. How do you say it?
Occipital ridge.
Or
your occiput.
Occiput?
Yeah, OCCIPUT.
You down with OCC?
Yeah,
Happy PTT.
Occipital?
Occipital.
Occipital. I'm not going to remember. Occipital orbit?
Occipital.
Occipital ridge or occipital occiput.
Occipital occiput.
No, not occipital occiput. Sorry,
Remember my
just
occipital
occiput.
teacher, the documentary on Netflix? Remember that?
Octopus.
The occipital. Oh.
It's like
I'm
I
an
don't
idiot.
even get it.
That's not the occipital teacher.
You can say occiput.
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 We're going to have to stop that word because it's making me...
Occiput.
Is your mic on? Do you know how to use
Occiput.
it? Okay. You new to this? All right.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
My occiput hurts.
Can I have the origin, please? You ever watch those? The
Yes.
spelling bees?
Remember the documentary?
Oh, I love
Spellbound?
Yes, that was
Yeah.
so good.
What was the word the kid lost on? And he was so... The kid with the glasses just... Oh, he was so bummed out that he missed the word.
I don't remember.
Little fucking idiot.
So long ago.
Little dork.
I won all the spelling bees when I was a kid.
You did?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a
was
favorite
really
word to
good.
spell?
Nope.
Do you have a favorite word to say?
I have a few.
Let's talk about favorite words.
Discombobulate.
Ooh. Can I do one? Mm-hmm. It's a cream, I believe. Bacitracin. Remember that?
Oh, of course.
Or bacitracin? Uh-huh.
I went to the bookstore and perused
Peruse.
the books.
Is that
the science fiction?
P-E-R-U-S-E or P-A-R? Is P-A-R? Peruse? I don't know if I care about peruse. Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Is that a word?
Yes.
What?
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Damn. I also like to say abominable.
Can I use it in a sentence?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because
I have a tough one with that.
I
That's a
learned
good
how
one.
you say a bomb and a bull. So every time I think of a bomb and a bull. Abominable.
We've had some really fun moments on the show when you've struggled with certain words, and that's actually a surprising one that you can get out there.
Abominable.
I
Very
can't.
good.
Abominable.
The abominable monster.
Snowman.
What?
It's called the abominable snowman. No one says the.
Not.
Oh,
Do you say
we're not having this
snowman?
conversation?
I don't even really know what
It's
we're
known as
talking
the abominable snowman. It's not the abominable
it?
monster.
about. I don't know what we're talking
But it's a
about.
monster,
I'm the only one in
right?
this room who's heard of the abominable snowman.
No, I think it makes sense now. It doesn't sound right though.
Anxiety. Anxiety
Wait,
here.
talk about anxiety. Did you see? God, it's all coming. It's all people. There's so many shark attacks at the moment. Did you see the woman?
That's why I don't even shower anymore. I'm afraid what's in there.
You never know. I don't sit on the toilet anymore. I just I am
everywhere.
in the worst. I'm in the best shape right
Her
now.
thighs are
Probably
right.
why I
Her
have a
neck's
strain.
fucked, but her thighs are like boulders.
That's probably why I have a strain in my neck.
The old hover dump.
Like, abominable to dump.
Abominable dump. Okay, what? What's up?
So a woman in Florida was with her husband or whatever. They were paddle boarding in between like Florida and the Bahamas or something. Not from Florida to the Bahamas, but like somewhere in the waters there. And there's a
it's like saying like you're swimming in Santa Monica, but you're between here and Japan. So I was swimming between here and Japan.
Somewhere there. No, it's
about 18 feet off the coast, heading towards Japan.
I should have. If you look it up, I bet you can see it. Paddleboarding. A hammerhead shark was following her. She said she felt.
What was she wearing?
Like a whole
just like a slut.
I mean, she was asking for it. And she said she heard she felt like two bumps underneath her paddleboard, and she just thought she didn't know what it was. Duh.
Oh,
you're in the fucking ocean. In Florida especially, there's a lot of attacks at the moment. This little girl just got her leg eaten off or whatever. And then this woman just got she was climbing on board. Yes, here it is. And you can see the fin.
Yeah.
But you have to hear it though, because then
the news fucker's talking over it.
Oh. Because then you can.
I'll lay it over the video.
There's a boat out there. She hops on the boat. The shark is right behind her, and is like, "Oh shit!" And then she yells to her husband, Bob or Dave or whatever, and she goes like this to do like a fin, because he's like, "What? What the fuck?" And she's like, "Oh, shark!" And it's a huge hammerhead shark.
I don't like that at all.
And it was. It circled him.
Danny don't care for this.
And then what happened? And
she made it out, but like
they're fine. But it was.
She's never paddleboarding.
That's
again.
not good.
It may have just been like checking it out, but still, it's fucking terrifying.
Still, if it's like hitting the bottom of the thing, like no.
We talk about it all the time. Deep ocean is so fucking scary.
It's frightening.
My dad and I have done like overnights in the middle of the ocean. What? Like. We've done overnights. Like we've gone on like tuna fishing trips.
Oh, I'm like overnights?
But just him and I. Just him and I.
In a dinghy.
No, my dad has like a fishing boat. It's like a 28.
Ooh, I'm picturing like.
Dad, you have your conch shell? I got my conch shell. No, but like we go to the middle of the ocean and like sleep there in the pitch. It's beautiful. Like there's no light pollution. You can see everything. But like.
Yeah, but you're in Massachusetts,
it was in Maine.
right?
It was in
okay,
Maine.
so Maine, but those waters, that's where that movie was with George Clooney and that. Like
The Perfect Storm.
Perfect Storm.
Yeah. So my dad and I was like, I think that time I was probably like 11 or 12. I don't really know how to operate a boat. So if he died out there, just little Danny living out there for the rest of his life.
What kind of boat?
It's like a fishing boat, like a, I don't really.
So not a huge boat.
It was
like
28 foot, which is a good sized boat with a huge, had a big tower. It was so fun. It's this huge aluminum tower that my dad built. It's like a 35 foot tower off the top of the boat.
Oh my God.
And you climb the ladders on the outside of the boat.
Jesus Christ, it doesn't sound safe.
The whole thing's, it's so.
No.
You ever up in the tower?
No.
Oh my God. And you can go up in the tower and he rigged it up so you can like steer up there and run the whole boat from up in this tower. But when you're going like 30 knots, which is a pretty good clip, up in the sky, it's one of the coolest feelings I've ever had. But when it stops, you're like, I'm going to puke because you're swaying so far. But I love boats.
No. But the whole, like I've like years ago, not like in the 90s, in Wisconsin up north, we would go swim at night in Lake Michigan. And it's so fucking beautiful. Oof. And so creepy, and we'd be like, oh, like now, I would never ever do that in a million years.
There's nothing
ever.
dangerous in lakes, though, right?
There's turtles.
Yeah, but they find things all the time. Like, oh, we didn't know there was a 100-foot catfish that's.
This thing is completely full of serial killers. Wow.
I mean,
Caught one on the line last Friday.
I mean, it is Wisconsin.
Yeah, it's true.
So.
They do breed them there.
Yep.
That's where they come out of the water.
And Dahmer.
They come out of the goddamn lakes.
Who knows?
Motherfuckers.
Anyhow, but that was and then there was a guy who I just saw. Oh wait, no, this wasn't. There's another thing that happened, and I didn't send it to you specifically because I wanted to surprise you with the news if you haven't heard of it.
This is the way to do radio, okay. Yes.
There was a woman in Thailand.
She hot?
Going in the Bangkok. I think that's such a funny word. Bangkok.
It's like a penis.
Bangkok.
Oh, it's just like a
But
penis.
get it, bang, you're banging.
Slam,
cock.
or you bump into it real
Bangkok.
hard. Oh,
Bangkok.
God.
So funny.
What a goof.
Anyhow,
A fucking goof.
she was at the airport.
What city was it?
Bangkok. Bang a gown.
Bang a cock, bang a cock, bang a cock.
And she was headed to her connecting flight. She tripped over somebody's suitcase. Have you heard this story yet? Ooh, wait, I gotta take it. Hold on.
Can I take a shot? I'll join you. Doing a little Red Bull today.
You are?
Really? What flavor?
Odd.
Sugar free.
Regular?
These are, I brought these back from Australia. I haven't drank them yet.
So they're Australian Red Bull.
Right.
Right?
Is there a shark in there?
Right.
Is there a shark?
It's full of meat pies.
She trips over a suitcase, which who doesn't at the airport? I do.
I don't.
So every part of this story, I'm like, oh, could happen to me. Oh, yep, I've been, yep. And she fell into the moving walkway, you know? Somehow, I don't know how, she's a little Thai lady. They're smaller. And got her fucking left leg caught in it. And it mangled her leg. And her leg was stuck inside the thing. And the only way to fucking get it out is they had to saw it off.
Her
and
leg?
there are... It's not a gross picture, but it's on TMZ. Yes. And so then the doctors came, the emergency crews came, and they had to her leg was stuck. Oh my God, I can't. The first thing I'd be like, am I going to miss my flight? That was an expensive ticket.
Yeah. Non-refundable. Please, just wheel me over.
So they had said that they were going to go to
How
a
old is
different
she?
Hospital. 57.
She doesn't need that leg.
Oh, she's gorgeous though. Look, wait. In that, not that matters.
Lost some weight.
But wait, what was I gonna say? So and then they got a second opinion, and
Yeah, the leg's gone.
and
I will second that.
no, and the sentence was that they were gonna try to put back her mangled leg. They were gonna try to reattach her mangled leg.
Just fucking spaghetti. Just all right, off you go.
Wait, Thai woman leg.
Please give us a Yelp review.
Oh my God.
Yeah, here. Woman's leg amputated after becoming trapped in Thai airport moving walkway.
What a chain of events.
7-year-old Thai, at Bangkok International Airport.
Where was
in
it?
Bangkok. And a freak accident. Yeah.
It's weird to call her a freak, though, isn't it? Kind of.
Nice.
That's not very
Very
cool.
presumptuous.
Like she's been through a lot already. Now you're shaming her and calling her names. Fuck that. Fuck Thailand.
The woman's son released, he said, heartbreaking. He said his mother has had an operation but still faces risks of potential complications. Like for infections and stuff.
Not for putting shoes on.
Oh, God. Can
That's
you
wild.
imagine?
Those are supposed to stop whenever there's any kind of one of my favorite things to do at the mall when I was a kid is the escalator. Oh. If you just kick the where the rubber part goes, it wraps back around and goes into the machine.
Yeah.
The rubber the handle, whatever it is. If you just put your toe in that, it stops the entire escalator.
Really?
So my friends and I, we would go through the mall and shut off every one of the escalators. Just you kick your toe in it. And
I didn't know that.
the whole point is as soon as there's any kind of resistance, it shuts it off so that Thai women don't lose their legs. So they don't have that kind of technology over there.
Bangkok doesn't know that yet.
It's
That's rough.
horrible. And they said they had to stop all of them, obviously. But I'm trying to think of the walkways. It says put down your phone. You're about to when you're about to stop.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine how her leg would get caught in there.
I can't either. I'm really trying to
It
picture
showed-
this,
wait,
and I
let
can't.
me-
Well,
I have no idea.
my guess
There's a-
is it started with a shoelace or something. What the fuck?
Yeah, but how is her whole?
And shoelace pulls it in. And have you seen the videos of when escalators collapse and people fall into escalators and get chewed up?
Is it a good,
No, I don't want to see. I don't
Is
want
it
to.
a good picture?
Yeah, it doesn't show.
I mean,
it shows
she's
her.
definitely trying to keep her cool.
Mangled?
Yeah, it's
You
her.
can't
Her
see it,
leg is
but-
under. Poor thing. Can you fucking imagine? And the fucking pain.
Wow.
It's weird, right? Like it
The
is.
direction she's facing is super.
You guys got to see
interesting,
people.
too.
You got to see people that fall into rock crushers. That is
No.
something.
Rock crushers?
Yeah,
God damn.
like
You mean
people
like at a-
turn boulders into dust. People fall into those all the time. There's,
Why is
there's
there
videos
video
of those.
of it?
For they have like safety videos. So if something happens, and
This is
there's
what not to do.
basically like, hey guys,
So they throw.
look what Henry did.
So they throw him in there, just you know.
It's just like
Hold on, it's for a good cause. You're gonna be
Guys.
saving
The future.
millions of lives.
It's that time of the year again. We're gonna need a volunteer. John, come on.
We're gonna pick straws.
I know. You got a brand new baby on the way. I know, but we
fine.
gotta teach the fellas. It's OSHA regulations. It's okay.
What's that over there?
All right, boys, don't do what John did.
Can you smell what the rock is cooking? What?
I saw a gore video the other night that is so bad. I'm not even going to explain it on this show.
How you watch this?
It's in the top 3 of things I've ever seen.
What?
And what?
Is it about a person being killed?
Oh yeah,
Is it a person being murdered?
yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's horrible.
Do you want to guess the ways?
Nope.
Okay.
Meat
Anyone?
grinder?
Way worse.
Worse than a meat grinder?
Way worse. Let me. Okay.
They fell into the Valvoline thing.
He fell into the afterlife. Is where he fell. The only thing I will say is the whole lead up is brutal, but it ends with his heart being pulled out, and he sees it before he dies. His heart is in another man's hand, still
Is he
beating.
having an operation?
No. It's
Is
cartel.
the guy a doctor?
No.
Oh, cartel.
Cartel.
Fuckers.
Is that why it's being filmed?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, what? Like, how are they
But-
getting
but-
these videos?
Being shown his heart is not even close to the worst part of the video.
Oh yeah, I don't want to know. Those men are. Last night I went to park in my area where I live.
Segue music.
No, but it's about
Oh,
the cartel.
sorry.
It's about the cartel.
Okay.
And there are a lot of MS-13.
We've
there's
discussed, yep.
activity, and I was like, oh, look at that spot. It was beautiful. It was perfect, right out front. And I went to park, and there were 2 huge Latin-looking men with white socks up to their knees, and I had never seen them before, so they weren't my guys that are always like, hey, hola, you know. And they had like these tattoos under their eyes, on their face, and they were big, and they had 2 like swivel chairs sitting right next to the spot, and I go to pull in, and I looked over at them, and they just looked at me like, hola, like, you know what I mean, like, or whatever. Mira, no, you know, or whatever they're gonna. I just looked at them and I was like, okay, pretend like I just
Pretend they're white. Pretend they're white. You're just parking in front of white guys.
I didn't park there. I got scared, so I went and I had to park somewhere else. But I noticed 2 other people did the same fucking thing. They went to park and they're like, nope, because these guys were looking like, you really are gonna park here, like.
Love the parking attendant stuff.
I am
Ooh.
actually, the more I watch these horrendous videos, the more I realize that gang shit it sucks, but they really, for the most part, only fuck with people who are fucking with them, and like rival gang shit. So the fact that there's like a middle-aged white woman taking a parking spot, they're
Yeah,
probably
and
not
they're-
going to shoot you up.
Well, and especially if you live around there, but they weren't the normal guys. That's why I was like, who are these guys? Like, I didn't know if they were like,
They were different Browns.
they were different gang people, I think. Because they had these weird, I don't know.
We're so old.
They had these weird
Officers,
tattoos.
there's gangs all over the neighborhood. They're like cockroaches.
I think they're on the grass. They're on the grass?
No,
like
they're selling it. They're rolling doobies, sir. They're rolling doobies up and down the streets.
Oh, ma'am, it's legal. What? I voted no on the appendectinum. Whatever that's called.
It's a gateway drug. Occipital.
capital hurts so bad, officer. Man, we're sending a woman out there, or help out there right away.
So we had some nice feedback. Remember our friends Gary and Katie?
Oh, yeah.
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 So I've pulled some new clips of Gary and
my
Katie,
God, please. Thank you.
and I want to play a couple things.
Thank God.
Let's start. So this episode will be coming out after 4th of July, but this one makes me feel good. This is Gary and Katie with a message for the folks.
About the 4th?
I believe so.
Okay.
Oh my God.
If you want to take just a peek there. All right, here we go.
Hey, hey, salute the flags, kids. Hey, hey.
She's a good hype man.
Dude,
Is that him? He looks so different.
her,
Hey.
her,
He looks at him like,
Wait,
what
can
do
I see
do
it again?
now?
yeah, of course,
What do
of
I
course.
do now?
Her desperate need for his approval is like, it breaks me.
I feel bad for her.
Hey, hey, salute the flags, kids. Hey, hey.
Was that good?
What do
Vote
I
for
do?
Gary.
What do I do now? What do I do now? Libertarian.
So, this is them. Like things,
Hey.
things are good in his life, right? They
I
seem
like
pretty
his,
happy.
his shirt.
What is
Nice.
it?
It's a Kiss shirt.
Oh yeah. Well, you may not know. Do you know that he was he's the stand-in, like he's the backup plan as lead singer for AC/DC?
Oh yeah, I knew that for a while now.
Because he talks about it in this next clip.
Oh no, you told me about it.
Yeah. Which one is it?
no.
Oh, did I not pull that one?
Oh, they're so wonderful. They
have
really
that one.
make my day.
Do you think you'll see them when you're in Wisconsin?
I don't know. I'm gonna go look for
I
them.
feel like they're there.
Like I wonder in Wisconsin. if
So-
they're there.
If you so I want you when you get to Wisconsin to take keep an eye out for Gary pretty much going ham on the city. He's having a tough time with the people of Wisconsin right now. Where are they at?
I think he's in lacrosse.
Lacrosse.
Yeah.
So this one starts okay and it takes quite a turn. So let's hear from Gary with the latest with Gary here.
Hi, this is Gary Griffin. I'm in the Libertarian Party running for office. And
Gary.
I listen to all you guys talk all day in La Crosse, Wisconsin. I'm just going to be honest with you. When I first got here, a VA nurse took me up on medicine because I'm bipolar 2, dual diagnosis, and I went kind of crazy. And she was doing it for this experiment that wasn't supposed to be made. And I've been there. I couldn't be harassed more, so I might as well just let you know. I'm going to sue this city for fucking millions of fucking dollars. Because you can't go around every fucking place I go. I didn't do a fucking thing in this town to deserve this shit. But make it money. So I'm going to sue you for so many fucking millions of fucking dollars, and it's a good lawsuit. I got plenty of witnesses. You're fucking guinea pigs. That you're going to be fucking paddling a canoe with a tuna, you motherfuckers.
With a tuna?
Stop it. Get off my fucking back.
Wait, hold on. What's happened to him?
I refuse to believe this man is bipolar, by the way.
Bipolar 2. I didn't know there
2.
was a bipolar 2. Does
He-
that
He
mean
means
worse?
as well.
Oh,
No.
it's just a different kind.
No, he means
It's lower.
He means schizophrenic and bipolar as
Also.
well.
Oh, he's schizophrenic? Did he say
I hope.
that?
I hope.
No, I think he. But
I'm gonna
look
sue
at-
you motherfuckers for everything you're
and
worth.
that spit.
Get off my
can you
fucking
imagine
back.
The spit is.
Thank you.
The spit is just like.
Yep.
So things have been pretty good for me lately, and get off my fucking back,
Yeah, guinea pigs.
you motherfuckers! You'll be rowing a canoe with a fucking tuna.
What does that mean, by the
Who
way?
knows?
That you're gonna be like he's talking like mafia style.
Fuck you,
right?
Heidi. You piece of shit.
But his bottom teeth are that's really upsetting me.
I can't even see them.
They're all broken up.
And he only it's all gum, and then there's one in the middle, like a little.
The one in the middle, by the way, that's Katie's favorite tooth.
yeah. But
Hi, it's Katie Deep Six Enterprises. Vote for Gary, Libertarian Party.
Knock on wood. I wonder if she not.
Hit the pipe.
Do you think they smoke meth?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Do we think?
Or is he just crazy now that I know? Not
Both.
crazy.
Both and.
Mentally ill.
There has
Sorry.
never been more of a sure thing.
Yeah, both
I mean,
and.
okay, there's. I got.
But
I
his
pull-
teeth, I feel like something's okay. So He must be having an episode there. Like, what year was that? Like, was
By the
this
way,
recently?
the term episode is so fucking funny that someone has an episode. It's so
tantrum.
hilarious to me.
He must be having a real
Grandma
day.
had an episode last night.
No, it like how old is that one?
I don't know.
Because his teeth, like the other ones, he looks kind of not put together, but he looks a little more like I'm running for governor, and that one looks like I'm freaking out of my mind.
I'm going fucking crazy, folks.
I'm smoking a crack.
You motherfuckers. We got 3 more to choose from. Let's stick
Yes.
with one.
No, I want all 3.
Do you want? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
what?
5 Gary videos.
Yeah.
We gotta spread these because if he dies, we can't. If he dies, we have to be able to stress them out.
I'm sure there's a lot more, right?
I'm gonna let you choose. So I labeled these all. One is called Businessman, 3 Favorite Sayings. One is called Chemical Flashbacks. And one is called Mexicans, Negroes, Herpes. Which one do you think we should play?
One that's close to my heart, the herpes one.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Close to Heidi's
I
badge,
want to
too.
hear all of them.
All right, this one
Oh.
is this one he's in a straw hat. By the way, if you watch the show on YouTube, if you're listening to this only, if you go to YouTube, you can see these videos. Check it out and subscribe.
The Mexicans and Negroes outnumber the whites by quite a bit, so we're still doing affirmative action. You have to hire whiteys now, and whether regardless of any experience, and if you have herpes, you're not a civil service worker by far.
What?
What?
What does that mean?
What does any of that mean from start to finish?
He had affirmative action backwards. It sounded like
I think
where you have
Well,
you
what-
have to hire whites.
No, what I think he's saying is this. Is that a lot of people are not getting jobs because of being white. And that's a whole talking point with some people that are cuckoo. And also in the entertainment industry, it's happening.
Well, sure, yeah,
and which
that's
is
fine.
a true thing. So maybe that's where he's coming at. Maybe
He does seem pretty dialed in with Hollywood.
And then
right? Because I
Yeah.
mean, but then it just sort of goes.
Herpes, you can't have
Herpes-
a civil service worker by far.
So you can't be a civil. Is he saying if you have herpes, you can't be a civil service?
Which I believe legally you can.
yeah.
Pretty sure, like no one can look at your medical records.
Yeah, I never
Well,
checked
sir,
that.
I'm gonna
Miss
delve deep
Fantassel,
into this.
I'm looking over your chart here. You seem very qualified. We had a couple years in college.
I got herpes.
No, do you mind if I see your genitals real quick? Yep, they're bumpy. Sorry, no room for you here.
Wait, I really want to see
At
another
Disneyland.
one.
Really?
The one I really wanted to see was the one the 3 sayings of the business.
Let's end with a
Yeah.
positive.
Yeah, is that a good one?
Yeah, this one.
'cause
This one
was
is.
this is a little dark.
Oh, was it when he was shooting
not
on
dark,
Mexicans, Negroes, and
Darker than white.
yeah.
I mean-
this one's pretty positive. I'll bring it over.
That's what he looks
one-
like.
You probably, if you know anything about Gary, you know that he's very intelligent. He's running for office in Wisconsin.
I feel really sorry for him. Like I have this
Why?
empathy
He's got
for him.
all kinds of shit going on.
I get it.
No, I know, but I just feel like I just feel bad for him.
I get it.
He's got some good advice for you.
Oh, let's hear it.
Raise your hand if you want some good advice. All right,
Always.
that's all
I
three
think
of
he's
us.
wearing that same Kiss shirt, right?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
When I was going to business school, I'm a businessman and an author. My favorite 3 sayings by professors was, don't get caught. It doesn't take hard work to get rich. And it's only business.
Oh,
Genius.
Smile. Look at that smile.
Genius. Don't get caught. Doesn't take hard work to get work.
And
doesn't
I'm
take hard,
proud to be an American.
Doesn't take hard work to get rich.
It doesn't.
Really doesn't.
You've been doing it wrong this whole time.
completely.
Fucking relax,
Seriously.
lean back,
Yeah.
count your millions,
Exactly.
count down dollars.
And what was the last one?
Um,
Doesn't businessman.
Hard work to get rich. And it's only business.
It's only business.
The advice is it's only business.
Completely. That's all it is.
It's only if we're gonna sit here as adults
Yeah.
and boil it down.
Yeah.
It's only.
I'm gonna
business.
make sure it's
only business.
only business.
Yeah.
What's his last name?
Griffin.
Gary Griffin.
Yeah.
It's
Vote
only
for Gary.
business.
Vote for Gary.
It's only business.
Amazing.
Boil it down.
Did you know that I used to?
Hey! Don't get caught. Rule number
Well,
one.
like, get caught at what though? Is what
Rule number one in business: don't get caught. Rule number two:
shady. Can we delete this?
honestly, yes, we sure can. Heidi,
Whatever. It didn't do any help anyhow.
I'm gonna try to cut that out. But if
No,
you're
don't.
no, we're gonna cut that out. But I want to let everyone know that Heidi just admitted to a felony on the air, so we're gonna cut that one out. I'm not gonna play this video for you, but I want you to see the last frame of the video, okay? And we'll save it for another time. Normal video, right? Watch the last frame.
Don't get caught.
Okay.
Don't get caught.
That's the whole video. Last frame.
Yes.
Yep.
He loves a smile at the end as a closer.
So
I wonder what he's on.
Meth.
But I mean,
him and
like, the
Katie,
whole- yeah?
they've been going through a tough time lately.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Like relationship wise?
Yep.
Yeah.
He had a little post.
Hey.
Um,
What does she say? The hee hee ha ha.
well, let's just play it again, shall
There
we?
used to be
There we
a
go.
Hey, so
Oh,
hey, kids.
hey.
Oh,
There used to
man.
be a song back in like the 60s, and it was a they're coming to take me away. Ha, ha, hee, hee,
ho,
hoo,
to the
yeah,
funny farm
yeah.
where life is beautiful all the time.
How do you know that song?
I just guessed it. Is that right?
Yeah, that's
Whoa.
it.
Sounds like
Whoa.
Wizard of Oz.
You know that.
Yeah, of course I do.
That was amazing.
They're coming to take me away, ha 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 hee ho, to the funny farm where life is beautiful all the time.
What is that?
I
It's just
played
that.
it
It's
for
just a
my
song.
boyfriend's kids, and they were not impressed. They were like, "This is horrible," and I'm like, "Is it though?"
Read that out loud. This is a tweet of his. They've since worked it out.
Katie and I may be permanently separated, so there may not be any marriage. Don't get caught. I have been with a lot of women. Don't get caught. Not bragging. We plan to marry over 5 years. I will be leaving soon. The army said they would make a medical officer out of me. So, the blame
In Spain is mainly on the plane.
is clearly sorcery. Sorcery. Hold on.
What?
Sorcery.
I will
Sorcerers.
I'll read it normal. Katie and I may be permanently separated, so there may not be any marriage. I have been with a lot of women.
Start over. Please start over.
Gary
You
Griffin.
have to get through it once. Vote for Gary.
Katie and I may be permanently separated, so there may not be any marriage. I have been with a lot of women. Not bragging. We plan to marry over 5 years. We plan to marry over 5
Grammatically,
years.
what does that mean? Yeah.
We plan to marry over 5 years. I will be leaving soon. The army said they would make a medical officer out of me. So, the blame is clearly sorcery. And then a big heart that's like, sorcery?
Listen, it's only business.
Like, how long ago was that?
I don't know. Within the last month,
Oh, I got to keep track.
you know, because I don't want him to find out that we're talking about him yet
Yeah.
until we get him as a third host on the show.
Sorcery.
Yeah, sorcery.
Until you call me, and you're like, Heidi, I'm sorry, it's just not working out.
You have to be.
Gary Griffin's in town.
If you want to run the cameras, that's fine. But Gary is taking over the show. I'm actually Gary's co-host now. He's running things. Get a proper.
I'm gonna sue everybody.
Get a proper businessman in here. He's the new producer of the show.
That was me on the phone with the oil people.
Oh yeah,
Fucking take a look at it.
what Heidi, when she walked in here, she'd just been through a little thing, and you came from an oil change, and they fucked up your car a little bit, and you called the place back while you're here, and just on Heidi's left shoulder, there's a switch, and you switch it, and it's Karen mode. It goes full Karen mode, and the tone that you took with this poor woman answering the phones. Let's see. I want to hear your point of view, and then we'll tell the truth.
Well, they fucked up my my glove compartment,
Which I didn't know was a thing for oil changes.
Yeah,
now.
like if you but he asked. He goes, "Is it okay if I go behind there and get the filter out?" Yeah, of course. You've done it before. It's fine. And when he was putting it back, we made eye contact because he was like, something fell out of it or something. And I was like, I didn't think anything of it. And it's almost like he pushed it back in there. And my car's a brand new car.
Yeah, because you
2,000 miles on it.
Because your other one was totaled a little while ago, right?
Yeah. So when I got here, I'd put too much lip gloss on to put lipstick on not a pig, but a messy. You've heard that saying, right? Like I felt.
Of course, I've heard that fucking saying, motherfucker. I'll sue you for fucking millions.
I mean, I'm trying to get ready for a road trip, so I feel kind of and I put too much, and I open it up, and it fucking won't go back in. So I was pissed.
Is your glove box open right now?
Yes.
That's so embarrassing.
Yes. Yeah. Just hanging out for everybody to see.
So you called them back.
I called them back, and the girl said.
You explained the story.
I explained it.
And you were curt to begin with, which is okay, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I was curt. But this is what I've learned throughout my life is I'm kind but when it starts to be like, that's ridiculous. I've just paid $200.
Yeah.
That shouldn't have happened.
For sure. Agreed.
And what if I wouldn't have looked in there and it would have been on my trip?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have been lost my shit. But I would have been killed. I would have lost my shit, you know? Plus,
you're driving 75 on the freeway, you look over, your glove box is open, and all of a sudden you just swerve into oncoming traffic, and it's all over, lights out.
Exactly. And I'm going to have a dog with me, too.
Then your parents are fucking kid widowed.
Why are you going to have a dog?
I'm taking my boyfriend's dog, but I'm taking him with me.
He can't bring it to Greece again? Or?
Yeah, no. It's too long of a flight. True story.
He's not going to Greece again.
Yeah, but not for a vacation. He's going to film.
He's
filming. He's working.
I'm sure he'll have no fun. I mean,
yeah. No, he asked me to go too, but
he did.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he offered for me to come, but the ticket was like.
But after he leaves,
I couldn't afford it. I couldn't afford it.
He was going to have you come out after he leaves, so you can have some time by yourself out there.
Yeah, just to clean up the room a little bit.
Cool. You can finish up my room service if you want. I left some chicken for you.
There's
fucking
some
bitch.
hummus over there, some olives, and a feta salad if you want to just.
I got you a rollaway bed for the hallway. Anyway.
Have fun. I'm gonna go
Love
to
you,
Spain.
babe.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Spain with my friends. You can have the hotel room.
Stay in Greece.
Oh yeah, I have this 1 week where I'm going to be in Spain instead.
Make sure you put your own card down for incidentals.
I'm gonna be in Ibiza. So she said, the woman said, I think she was a young girl too. I think I know which one, and she was really sweet. So now I feel bad, but not that bad. But she said, "We'll take a look at it," and I said, "No, you're gonna fix it."
Yeah, those are the words.
Yeah,
a little bit of a harsher tone.
No, you're not gonna take a look at it. You're gonna fix it because I have what
I heard was
Wisconsin.
No, sweetie.
That's not what I said.
Listen, little girl. That's what I.
Listen, you child.
My ears heard one thing. My heart heard something else. My heart heard just this fucking pushing her down low.
Listen, there's 3 things I've learned. You don't get caught.
Listen, bitch, it's just business. Fix my fucking glove box, cunt.
Wait, what's the second one?
Don't get caught.
Damn.
Oh fuck.
Wait a minute.
Don't get caught. It's only business.
Oh shit.
Damn it to hell. I got 0.
We just went through this.
Oh my God.
3 of us can't figure it out.
I got nothing, man.
Oh, it's easy to make millions, or you don't have to work hard. You don't have to work hard to make money.
You don't have to work hard to make.
We did it, guys.
And that's what I should have said. Clearly, you're not working hard.
You must be a millionaire.
So, yeah, you said no. You'll fix it, and it just your tone totally changed. You called them and you started out angry with her, which might be a good way to get it done.
Exactly.
And you were upset.
Yeah, it's sucks.
I
told her too.
I
I said
poor Janine deserved it.
I spent $200.
Yeah.
I should drive out of there everything's okay. My tires are okay. Like,
Absolutely.
everything's okay.
So the glove box, when you pulled away, was it closed? Like jammed shut? Mm-hmm. And then you opened it for lip gloss, and then you can't close it.
Yep.
Are you going straight there afterwards? After here?
I think so. I think so. I have another appointment. I'm real busy.
It's a busy day. Yeah, you're heading to Wisconsin again tomorrow for a couple weeks.
Driving. But I really like when I leave, I don't know if anybody else does this. I have to have my whole place has to be clean, everything neat, just so when I come back, it's like not like yeah.
We're fans of that in this household.
Yeah.
Best.
Yep.
It is a nice feeling.
Just I don't know, it just feels good to come back and not have everything all over.
We were fostering that cat we had her for 8 days we had her, I think. But we did a full clean the day after she left, and it felt like we moved into a new home. It was nice.
It's awesome.
It was nice. We miss her so much.
She's so cute.
She lives right upstairs now, so we'll still see her almost every day.
Wait,
And she lays in the window above our apartment, so when we walk out and I go on my night walks, I get to look up and see her and wave to her.
and does she wave back?
Yep.
Really?
She's like, "Sup, player?" She's not wave. No.
You're my real daddy.
But she watches. You know what's funny? I want her to know that. I don't want, like, these people, it's my goddaughter. They already changed her name.
To what?
It's, you know.
It was such a cute name.
I know.
We kept it as a first name, so she's going by her middle name.
They didn't change it. We named her Camry, or she named her Camry. They changed her name to Binks. They said Binks Camry. I'm like, how about this? How about Camry Binks? And then you can call her whatever you want, but her first name means Binks, which is kind of cute. Binksy. It's kind of cute. But
Like Banksy?
I do not like cats, but I'm having a hard time with the idea of other people thinking it's their cat.
Yep.
Like in my heart, it's our cat that someone else is going to raise for the rest of its life, of her life.
You were the surrogates.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I
As
call
long
her-
as long as it's understood that we were her first parents.
Yeah. Oh, she knows.
she better.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're great. And she's made
great.
a friend with the other cat already. Like they're thick as thieves, and it's wonderful.
What's the other cat's name?
Moogly.
Moogly and Binks?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
It is
And
kinda
they call
cute.
They call him Moogs. So
Yeah,
it's like
Moogs.
Moogs and Binks.
Moogs and Binksy.
That's cute.
It's like
Okay,
Starsky and
that's
Hutch.
cute.
It's kind of cool.
Moogs
It's
and
cute.
Binks. It'll be a show
But
on
this,
Nickelodeon.
so Darren and I, we are empty nesters,
Aww.
and it's been a rough adjustment. There's good and bad, but you know, the other day something caught the corner of Darren's eye, and she thought it was our precious little kitty, but it was just a shoe.
No.
Just a shoe.
Just a
Happens a
shoe.
lot.
And I came out and she was petting the shoe like, a lunatic. I'm like, darling, put the shoe down. It's not Camry. It's not our kitty. She goes, kitty? My kitty cat?
She's outside when she sees a Camry and she's like, oh, look, Camry.
Sorry, my wife's a fucking idiot.
She's like, can I just look in the hood really quick? I just want to see what's. Do you have
Sorry, sir. We're going through a lot lately. Right this way, darling. Let's go get some sugar water or whatever the fuck.
another one that's like a shh, 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 shh. I love that. So
Just a
creepy.
shh on her face.
Yeah.
It's okay. Shh. It's okay. Be okay.
Speaking of cats, so I watch
Porn?
Hoarders.
Oh.
Have you seen that?
There's a new season on Netflix.
There is?
Oh, there is?
Netflix, I think they took over Hoarders.
Oh, I haven't seen.
I think, or
Oh, I think you're right because I started like I'm watching the old school ones because the old school ones have two people and now it's just one, which I like the two people. They go
you seen them
back
all?
and forth. No,
have you seen the one when they're cleaning out the fridge and they pull out the drawer and it's all chicken water? Like raw chicken water where okay, I'm getting the thing.
so I like to watch it and then clean.
Yes.
And I have 3 bags of stuff I probably need that I just was like, I don't need that.
Yep.
Like throw it away. Like I do not want any clutter at all, but I have a lot of like makeup shit and face stuff and it's so stupid. What's wrong?
I'm just thinking about the chicken water.
Oh.
And I grew up in a hoarder house, so it brings me back to certain moments of like
Oh, there's
fuzzy things in our fridge. And like there were times when I've told this before, but like my mom had to cook. We're gonna have pasta tonight, so she had to get the big pot that she cooks pasta in, but it's full of hair and mold. So we'd watch her like clean it right there.
hair and mold.
Yeah, like fuzzy, like mold fuzz this thick around the whole inside of the pot, and she would like clean it out and scrape out the hair and fur, and then she would like
Do you have animals?
make our meal in it. We had a couple dogs, but it was just like it was mold hair. It wasn't like hair, like hair.
Mold in the actual pot?
Mold this thick.
Well, from what?
From rotten food. Rotten food. It's pretty cool, right? And then she like cook in that freshly cleaned thing, which like it is clean, but like it just had rotten food in it for weeks.
Oh wow.
Weeks and weeks. So when I watch Hoarders, it makes me
It triggers
homesick.
you. It makes
I'm
you.
like, I can't wait to go home for Christmas. Yeah, things have gotten a lot better over there. Like that's no longer a real issue.
It's fascinating to me though.
It's
Then
it's a fully mental trauma type thing.
Because I talked about it, right, with that girl that I worked with. I worked with a girl. I got hired to clear this, to help this woman to clear. That sounds like a Scientology thing. I am clear. I got hired by a friend of mine, and this was a daughter of a couple, obviously. And let me get my thoughts together. Yeah. And they were moving out of their house in the valley, and they needed help because they're old. They were their late 70s, and their daughter mid 30s. But she had taken over the garage, and her room, but the garage she had made into like a drug den. She was schizophrenic. She was doing meth.
This is in LA?
Yeah.
And how long ago? Like before we knew you?
Yeah, like 7 years ago.
Okay.
But she just passed, because then I went and I did it again. She just passed, unfortunately, from fentanyl, an overdose. It was awful, but I loved her. But anyhow, so the first day I went there, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? I can't do this. What the? I mean,
there are companies. There's companies that are made to do what you're going to attempt to do on your own.
But she was very like I had to meet her first, and she liked me and she trusted me.
There's so much shame.
She's shame, and also, so I would go through. I can't believe I didn't talk about this. I went through boxes with her, so I'd have to bring a box. I found a fucking lizard that was like gigantic. Oh, that was
dead?
Crazy. No, alive. Even worse.
Alive? You just put fucking 6 syllables in the word alive. Alive.
Oh, it was. Wow. But and she would sit on
like
the
an
couch.
Iguana?
It looked like an iguana.
Okay.
Yeah. And she'd sit on the couch. In fact, I asked her, "Do you have a pet iguana?" And she was like, "I don't remember." And I was like, "Oh,
I don't remember." What a response.
God. Wow. So she'd sit on the couch, and I'd bring over a box. And everything she had to look at, whether it was a tissue, and she'd have to pick it up and look at it, and then she started to kiss it, and she'd be like, "Okay, I'm ready," and she'd throw it away. It lasted 2 months. I got paid amazing money to do this, but
the thing about hoarding is like
it was really like mentally exhausting for me,
because with those people, every piece of garbage, every empty can of soda, every newspaper, every coupon book has some sort of sentimental value.
Yep. Yeah.
Where like you can't.
That's what she would say. Like, "Oh, this napkin I got from a diner in 1998."
Of course.
And
if they have this thing like, if you throw it away, you're throwing away a piece of you. You're throwing away a memory. Or if this coffee cup is the last cup of coffee from Dunkin' Donuts I ever had with my father before he died.
Yep.
And if you throw that away, it means you don't love your dad. It's like it's such a deeply layered prison.
And we got it. I got it done, and then I had to hire one of those blue things that they have in
a Smurf?
Hoarders. No, those blue
the bins.
Yeah, the pickup people or whatever. And it's almost like two and a half of those. Two and a half of those of her shit. Then they moved, and 2.5 years ago, I got hired to go and do her room in their family house. But this time she had been doing crack and meth, and people were like climbing in her bedroom window, and these people were like Hollywood people, like, you know what I mean?
Steven
It wasn't
Spielberg?
like it was like a, you know, some dumpy trash place. It was a beautiful home.
But Juliette Lewis, what are you doing here?
Oh, I love her.
She's great.
But it took me a week to be able to open her door all the way, and she was, oh my God, she was peeing in, you know how you get the water with the handle on it? She wouldn't leave her room, so she would pee in that. And then her father, it was just a mess.
Remember
she had, like, so many.
Did you watch
drugs
the
in
Hoarders episode where the woman would just like shit in her bathtub for years?
Oh my God!
Is
No,
that
I haven't
one?
seen that one. Oh, I can't wait.
You have
Wait,
so
wait,
much catching
Oh,
up.
I saw
this woman. So she would shit in her toilet, and eventually her toilet stopped working. She couldn't flush the toilet, so that filled up to the brim with shit and toilet paper, and then she couldn't do anything. So she would start shitting in the bathtub until it got to the point where she couldn't get tall enough to shit on top of it. So it's just piles of petrified human shit and toilet paper. And then she would start just shitting on the floor in the bathroom.
Was she like big or something? She couldn't move?
I don't remember that one. I think she was sort of older.
Because there was one.
There might have even been diapers involved, if I remember
I
correctly.
didn't think it was just straight poo-poo. I thought it was like she shat in diapers and she did everything in diapers.
Yeah.
And then she would just like
Throw 'em.
it in the
Well, maybe I
toilet
did
or
see that.
Throw it into wherever.
Because there was one where the acid from the piss did a hole in the floor.
Yeah.
It might have been that
Did
one.
a hole.
I mean, it.
No, made yeah.
it-
Which one were
because
you going to say?
so this woman that I'm watching now, it's an older one, but she had all the cats, and they
The
found
dead cats.
all these fucking dead cats.
Piles of 'em,
Kittens,
yeah, remember?
Big piles of them.
Like they were like,
yes.
And they were stiff as a board.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a not a cool thing to have.
Oh, wait, I have a story.
yes.
I'll be really quick.
We have ears. Tell it.
Do we have time?
Yeah.
No, okay. Yesterday I went to go have my car fixed. Some guy had kicked the mirror. I thought it was the girl I worked with, but it wasn't.
Oh, you didn't update us on this.
Oh, update.
Is this a public apology?
She doesn't know that I.
Yeah, okay, but like for our audience,
For your heart.
you misled the audience.
I misled. Yeah,
You purposely
Yeah.
misled the audience,
Okay.
and we apologize
and
for
I
that.
felt
everyone.
I felt bad afterwards.
Yeah.
But.
Hey, apologizing is a big step.
Takes
Yeah.
a big person.
Good job.
So the video was this old guy that was like well dressed, and it just looked like he
Was it
was
Todd?
like "Urgh," and then all of a sudden he kicked it. He was old, like 80, old guy, kicked my mirror, and I was like,
Fucker.
And the girl who was looking was her name's Mo. Shout out to Mo, who works for Seth Rogen, and their cameras, and we were laughing so hard. I'm like, oh my God, I thought it was this young girl I work with that I
Do you have the video?
I do.
Oh,
I'll find it
putting
and
an
like
episode.
yeah.
Fuck yeah.
And he just like went and she was like, no, it's some old guy. I'm like, what happened to him? She's like, I don't know, but he hated your car for some reason.
Fucking foreign cars are. Vote for Gary.
Yeah, maybe it was scary.
Gary.
So I got it fixed because all I thought was I'm going to be driving through Nebraska and it's going to be like fly away. So I was standing there and across the street is this place. I won't say the name, but it's way west side, and it's an adoption dog place that is kind of a well-known one because the woman who started it did a show about pit bulls.
Okay.
And now it's all different dogs and whatever. And so I'm standing there, and there are these two dogs in this like playpen thing, like barking at me. But I felt like they were like, "Hey, I'm your dog. Like, come over here." Like they were like bark bark bark. Like, and then I would go, "Hey, Bubba," and they would stop and like be like happy, and then bark bark bark. And I'm like, they're talking to me. Like, this is my dog because I'm a freak about animals. So I got done. I pulled up into their thing, and while I was standing there, this girl passed by because they're always walking dogs. And this girl, I asked the girl, I'm like, hey, so can I just go in and like check out the dogs? And she's like, yeah, I gotta talk to the front desk or whatever. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, there's these two dogs that were just like, I feel like they were like talking to me. And she goes, yeah, I get it. That's fine. So, okay. So I walk in the front door. There is a girl there, a younger girl, and just sitting there, and she looks at me, and I go, hi. Nothing. And I go, hi. okay. So I was outside across the street. I got my car fixed, and I said, and there were these two dogs, so cute, and I feel like they were like talking to me. Like I feel like one of them might be my dog. Like I feel like it could be that.
Meant to be.
And then she still didn't say anything, and I'm just like in my head, I'm like, what is wrong with her?
Like, am I
is she
here?
Like, not like can you see me?
Excuse me, Miss Keller. Excuse me, Miss Keller. Hello.
So, still nothing, and like no smile, because I was saying it like I think that might be my dog. You know,
you would think
it's
she
an
would hear.
adoption place.
You would think she's heard this kind of thing before. Where, like, I'm drawn to this animal.
Yes.
Help me facilitate.
Yeah. So, the girl, and I said there was a girl that walked by with a dog, and she told me to just come in here and talk to you. And she goes, well, what did the girl look like? And I go, ugh. And I didn't want to say, she had short, like I didn't want to say, I think she was a lesbian. You know what I mean? She had short hair and she looked like a guy. Like, so I said she had, I don't know, like shorter hair, and she was walking this little like medium-sized dog, and she looked at me and goes, oh, wow, that really helps. And I looked at her, and it was that switch on my back that turns. And I've been this way since I was a kid. If somebody is fucking mean, or it's not right, or you're rude to like me or anybody else in a restaurant or like anywhere. So I looked at her and I go, oh, no. I said, I haven't had enough coffee for this interaction. I said, you should not be working in the front of an adoption agency for dogs or any sort of thing. And she looked at me and she was like, well, I was just saying it doesn't, I mean, I don't know who you spoke to. And I said, it shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
You're an adoption agency. Like I said, you know what? Never mind. Have a great day. And she was like, well, I know. And she kept going on and on all by herself. And so I walked out and I was like, fuck. So I'm starting to walk to my car. And this girl's like, hey, what are you here for something? I go, I just told that girl in there. And I'm like, she's horrible. And she goes, why? What happened? And I go, she's awful. She's rude to me. And said, and like, I felt like I was trying to steal a dog or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was like, you know, oh, it's a private club. Like, oh, who told you could come in here? What did she look like? That shouldn't matter. It should. And I told her that, not in those words, but, and then this big guy comes around the corner, tattoos everywhere, long beard, super cool looking guy. And he goes, what? And I go, oh, I said that girl in there. And he goes, fucking interns. And I go, oh. And he's like, I don't like her. I knew she was rude. That's it. And I go, no, I'm just saying. And he goes, what do you want? And I go, well, I saw these two dogs. I said the whole thing. And he's like, hold on. So he went and he got this other girl, and she's the head of the adoption thing. Yeah. So she comes out and she goes, hi. She goes, I'm sorry you had that interaction. She goes, come with me. Let's look for your dog. And I go, okay. So I walk in and I was like, oh, I don't know if I should be here. There were all these dogs in cage, you know, in the kennels, but they're well treated, but they're all these pit bulls and these tiny little things and a Great Dane. I started crying. Mm-hmm. I was like, oh my God, I don't know if I can do this. And she goes, I know it's tough, but they're not in these things all the time. They're just here and here now.
They have to be there for.
And she also said our adoption thing is high, so they're adopted.
The turnover's quick.
Yeah. So I go all the way back. I go, I don't see this dog. And then at the very end, there's these two things. I go, oh, that's her. And they started laughing so hard. It was the girl that worked there, not the bad one. But
she was in the cage?
It was her dog. It was someone that works their dog. I was like, no, it's my dog. But then the dog next to her was the other one. I'm like, that's her. And they're like, oh, it's Cora. And Cora was like this with her paw. Like, fuck that. And so they took her out. She jumped into my arms, put her head on my shoulder.
What are we doing here?
Shoulder.
Where's this dog?
And then we had to walk out and in
what kind of dog is it?
Area.
Describe the dog to me, please.
She was like half Chihuahua, half pug. I know that sounds bizarre, but she just looked like a mixed, medium-sized little dog. But they found her and she had just had puppies. So when they brought her in, she's been depressed. And I was like, me too.
Oh my
Let's be miserable together. So what's up?
So when I come back in a couple weeks, I'm going to come back. And if she's still there. But as I left, he said, this big guy, he said to me, he goes, hey, that problem you had? I go, yeah. I said, I'm sorry. I'm like, I'm not like trying to be a Karen. He's like, what? He goes, no, I didn't even think about that. He's like, and then he's like, she's in the back. And I'm like, what do you mean she's in the back? And he's like,
In a kennel.
She's been moved. She's no longer our front person. I was like, thank God. And he's like, thank you for saying something and speaking up, because he's like, I thought it, but I couldn't say like, hey, it took you to say it to. I was like,
it's rude to be shitty to customers, but when it comes to that kind of thing, it punishes the animals too.
Yes.
Because she almost ran away someone who was like willing to help a dog.
Yep. And so then him and this girl that runs the whole thing said, would you like to be a volunteer? And I go, well, what does that entail? And they're like, you can come and get a dog and take it to the beach on a hike. You can have sleepovers with them. I was like, sleepovers? Like here? I could come in? They're like, no, at your house. I'm like, oh. I thought they meant like, come on.
I can lay in the pen with all the animals and pee wherever I want? Are there pads for me?
I would love that.
Do I get treats?
Oh my God.
Am I a good girl? Am I a good girl?
Oh my God, a sleepover here? I thought like
Roll
that's what
over
they
so they can rub your
meant.
belly. Just,
I thought they
Oh,
meant like
so
you get to
dumb.
like sleep with all the dogs. Like, you know what I mean? Like you
Yes.
get to like hang out with the dogs.
That's
Like,
really
or
weird, but
Pop
yeah.
orgy.
watch a movie. Watch like Pet Cemetery. Oh,
This
no,
one's
not
called
that one.
Marley and Me.
So and so I said I would love to.
Cemetery.
And he said, we would love for you. He's like, we love your energy, and we love like we feel like, he's like, you're good or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, thank you. And then I gave them both hugs, and then I left, and I feel good about it now.
So do you think if the dog is still there when you get back, are you going to get it?
I think I should at least foster it for a little. Like I can foster.
Your dog,
I can take
that
her-
dog is welcome in this house every time you come and do the show.
I mean,
please.
she's real
As
cute.
long as you clean.
And her name's
Yeah.
Cora.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Cora is kind of a slutty name a little bit,
Cora?
though. A little bit. I feel like Cora's a little
Cora's
slutty.
like an old woman from Florida.
What about a girl named Corey? That's kind of slutty.
Not at all.
You don't think?
With
I
an,
was supposed to be a Corey.
maybe with an EY.
I think Cora's kind of slutty.
No, I have one friend named Corey, and she's the furthest thing from a slut, so I can't.
As far
get
as
on
you know.
board. That's true.
I think I know who she is, right?
I have a cousin named Corey, but it's a boy.
Yeah, that's.
He's a slut.
He's a slut. He's
My
a
cousin's a
slut.
slut. I was that's a very sweet story.
Yeah, I loved her, and she would. I'd hold her, and she would look. She like her front was to me, and she would lean back with her paws and look at me. Like look at.
Do you, any idea how old she is?
Yeah, just
They think anywhere from 5 to 7.
Okay.
And they said the senior animals like don't get like
Taken.
oh
Is that considered a senior?
no, but she's not like a
Older.
puppy.
Yeah.
So they had
Middle-aged.
a Great Dane in there with it was the mom and the dad,
Yep.
and they had babies, and the mom and the babies all got adopted, and you can see the papa. It's what they call him. He's laying there. He hasn't gotten adopted yet.
I can't.
Oh, so his babies are gone. His wife is gone.
It's like concentration camp shit.
It's a real
Is it a no-kill?
yeah. But
I want to work at a
anybody
kill
should go
shelter
there.
Yeah.
where they kill them
You
all.
save-
I'm sure you
I want to
would.
work at a kill shelter.
You'd video
And
that
save-
shit and put it on gore.
Save
whatever.
everybody.
I want to flay a dog.
No,
Oh
kill them
my
all.
God! Stop.
Yeah, kill
That's
them all.
Horrible. You would
Fucking
not.
crazy
An all kill shelter.
Metallica.
They come in
Kill 'em
and
all.
just
That's
slay.
it. That's it. Welcome to the all kill shelter. Here's your hammer.
Oh, I know.
Go
I
to
can't
town.
Even, I can't even. I
can't.
can't. I can't. I
20
don't-
bucks a kill. It's not bad.
No. I can't even joke about that.
But here's your hammer. That's hilarious.
It's not actually.
You want to end with something funny?
Yes.
I went to CVS the other day and I took out the old 72 Bronco for a little drive, and I'm backing into a spot.
Don't get caught.
Don't get caught. It's not too hard to make money. Vote for Gary. And I'm backing into a spot, and there's an older woman in like a white, like a sedan with her window down. So I'm like pretty much blowing like gasoline smell into her car.
Yeah.
And I get out, and it's a big, old, like loud, smelly truck. And I'm backing in, and I get out, close the door. She goes, "I like your truck a lot." I'm like, "Oh, thanks." She goes, "But I really love the smell." I was like, "Oh, really?" I'm like, are you serious? She goes, yeah. She's probably in her 70s.
Yeah.
She goes, I grew up, driving old cars and old trucks, and I miss that kind of smell of an old vehicle.
Same
She goes, and she's like, I love nowadays what they do with like, fuel efficiency, but like Teslas, those are pussy cars. I'd be so happy. I was like, yeah, no, it's good to have a little bit of both. But she goes, yeah, it's a pussy car. Anyway, have a nice day.
That's awesome.
It was awesome.
I
She
love
was
that
cool.
smell too.
It's great. It's great. Yeah, it's a good smell.
One time we had an old, was it a Bronco? I forget what it was. It was Bronco or like an Oldsmobile. Did they make pickup trucks? Oldsmobile. Or was it a Ford?
They made trucks. I mean, there's Chevy, Dodge,
I'm like, it was either a Chevy, a Ford, Bronco. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but
International Scout.
But we had a gas leak. But I've never been so happy in that smell when we drove it. I mean, it was like, oh, we hope we don't blow up. But woo, it smelled.
I worked
so
at a gas
good.
station for like 2.5 years, and I still love that smell.
Yeah.
Gasoline
So good.
and laundry dryer are the two best smells.
And fresh cut grass.
Or freshly baked bread.
Ooh.
I'm hungry. I could eat gasoline or bread right now. Either one.
Or go get some bread and eat it go get
In
some
your
gas.
car.
Or hammer a
Yeah.
puppy to death and eat the puppy.
Oh my god.
What?
What is
What?
happening?
I'm just trying to
horrible.
eat. Motherfuckers got to eat.
But wait, what's that? Is that
We'll
a
save that.
video?
We'll save it. Because this will lead to a whole other conversation.
Okay.
And we've done a great show so far.
Because he looks creepy.
That's a she. And that's a good cliffhanger for when we watch it next time. That's fucking hilarious that you said that. That is a woman as fuck.
He
All right.
looks creepy.
No.
It's a wombs. Anyway.
Hey.
Um.
Hey. Wait, what did she
for
say?
Gary.
Hey.
Hey,
Oh. Let's,
Go like firecrackers.
for Gary.
Hey, salute the flags, kids.
Hey. 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 Salute the
hey,
flag.
salute the flags, kids.
Hey.
Do you think that they've had sex in the last week?
Yes.
You do.
Yes, I do.
With each
Yeah,
other?
it's makeup sex. Well, have you looked and
Sloppy,
seen? Are they together?
I don't know. We'll figure it out next show.
Yeah, I can't wait. Let's see.
So you're gone for a couple weeks. You'll be missed. Hey, wave those flags, kids. Fix your glove box, kids.
You won't take a look at it. You're gonna fix it.
Motherfucker, shoot your fucking dick off your face.
Rowing boat and tuna. Lacrosse.
You'll be rowing a canoe with a fucking tuna, you motherfuckers.
Oh my god.
Vote for Gary, Libertarian Party.
And then they fix
Deep
it.
Six
I'm like,
Enterprises.
You're so good at that.
they fix it. I'm like, oh, thank you so much.
Oh my God,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you. I always knew how nice you were.
Have a great day.
Yeah, love you.
All right, folks. Thank you so much for listening. This has been this show has been a real treat. This would have been one of my favorites in a while.
Oh my God.
Go
You
fuck
look
yourself.
you look like De Niro. So
I get
crazy.
that a lot. Old De Niro or new or
Present day.
old like vintage De Niro?
Vintage De Niro.
Yeah.
Not the one that just had a
Not the
baby
analyze
at
that De Niro.
89.
70-something years old.
Him and Pacino.
Yeah.
Chill out, sperms.
Calm down.
Guys are cool. They can
But-
just fuck in their 90s and
We're
make
good with
babies.
procreation.
Also, how smart that girl is. Anyhow,
Yep.
true
money. They're gone soon.
You don't have to work that hard to make money.
Exactly.
work.
Listen,
Don't get caught.
it's just business.
This is Lola, and I'm here to tell the world to stop being such pussies and listen to Rare Form Radio.